Vitruvian Sports, live and direct. And I'm here today. 12 days of fitness. We're wrapping it up. This is day 12. Full completion. Almost forgot. Full completion. We've made it to the end. Brought you guys, and I hope you guys really enjoy this group of videos and you can utilize them and really put them into practice going forward from here. This is day 12. Today we are covering probably the most underrated part of fitness and training and goal setting, and that is getting adequate rest. Yes, a lot of times we fall short of our recovery time, and we're so anxious to get on to the next thing, or we're putting this thing in action, that thing in action, and we forget sometimes just good old-fashioned sleep is really what we just need most. So today I'm going to give you a couple of things, reasons why it's important that you make sure you get proper rest each and every day, until you can go forward and get after your goals. First up, muscle repair. Muscle repair, basically, when you lift, you tear down your muscles. You put little small microscopic tears in the actual muscle tissue itself. And so when these tears heal, they heal more reinforced than what they originally were. Also, too, the healing process is when you get stronger. You don't get stronger by lifting the weight. You get stronger when the muscles heal. And this healing process, as they become reinforced, takes place during your rest. Not during the workout, during the rest. That's when you make your gains. So if you're not getting proper rest, you will not make the potential gains that you can. So you're not going to get as strong as you possibly can be without the rest. Hormone balance. Basically, when you do anything for a repeated period of time, your body's internal clock will set and be prepared for that on a daily basis. For example, if you lift every day at 5 o'clock, all right, testosterone levels around 4:30 or so, when you realize it, testosterone levels will get higher, your heart rate will elevate, your blood pressure will increase, and it's all about based on anticipation and preparation for the upcoming activity, the upcoming lift that you have at 5 o'clock. Same thing if you have lunch every day at 12:30. Your body will prepare itself and regulate to accommodate a 12:30 lunch. So these hormones, let's say for example, increase, decrease, relax, intensify based on the activity that you have planned and scheduled throughout the day. Now at the end of the day, when you rest and relax, those hormones reset, they repair, they reload, and get ready for the following day. So without proper rest, without proper sleep, those hormones don't reload, they don't get set, they don't get ready. And so, for example, the adrenaline, the testosterone that you're going to use for your upcoming workout, it won't reset, it won't be there, it won't be prepared and ready to go for that workout. And that's where your gains will start to suffer. That's where your exertion level, your focus will start to suffer. So you need that rest, reset those hormones, get them ready for the next day to be ready to go. Memory. Yes, your memory will suffer due to a lack of adequate sleep. Basically, your concentration levels will decrease dramatically because you're not able to lock in and focus. Your body also hasn't rejuvenated, your brain hasn't rejuvenated. So the hormones that affect your memory will taper off and decrease, and therefore you won't be able to recall things that you've already stored in your memory banks. One in particular is muscle memory. Yeah, so this is basically the movement that you have accumulated over time due to repetition that locks into movement patterns with how you execute a particular lift. Now, muscle memory will suffer greatly, and so basically now it's almost like you're starting over with the learning process of how to execute the lift properly. Key points, form, technique, all those things. It's almost like you're going back to day one every time you work out. So you're not building muscle memory. One of the benefits of building muscle memory is now you can focus on your mind-muscle connection. You're not focused on, okay, am I holding this properly? Is my elbow aligned properly? Is my knee aligned properly? Am I tall enough? Am I low enough? Are my hips down? You know, you can focus fully on that particular muscle itself, and you don't have to really devote so much of your concentration to form. So when you can lock into the muscle now, you can target it, you can really draw and get the most out of every rep, and also too out of every set, you know, especially if you're going to failure. And this is used especially with bodybuilders, and getting the most and getting the growth out of each and every rep, out of each and every set, to really maximize it and really be at the best and the highest for your gains. Your immune system. Yes, if you're not sleeping properly without adequate rest, your immune system will suffer. Once again, that body needs that rest to rejuvenate and get everything back up to par and get you ready for another 16, 17, 18-hour days of activity. The antibodies, the hormones that resist foreign properties, that resist diseases, germs, bacteria, those guys don't get a chance to rejuvenate and reload and get ready for the next day. So your immune system will suffer. So colds, sicknesses, flus, whatever, those can affect you dramatically, which will affect your workouts because you're not healthy, you're not up to par, your system's weakened, and so therefore your hormones that affect your lifts and particularly your exertion levels, those will also suffer. Water, hydration, all those things are related directly to this. And also, since your muscles are 70% water, 75%, yeah, that's going to be dramatically and drastically affected. So you want to make sure you're resting properly so you stay healthy, can fight off diseases, bacteria, germs, whatever it is that can slow you down and hurt your gains. Last but not least, leptin. Leptin is one of those hormones I mentioned earlier that needs to be balanced and regulated at the end of the day while you're resting. Leptin in particular helps with your body regulating satiety, letting you know when you're full. When leptin's low, when your sleep's low, leptin is low. And when leptin is low, your calorie consumption will likely increase because you don't feel that you've had enough. You don't feel like you've consumed enough. And so you will end up consuming more calories than you need. And this will drastically affect your weight loss or your maintenance goals. You're gonna end up overeating, getting way more calories, and pretty much wrecking your nutrition plan. Also too, if you want to add weight, if you want to bulk up, this can also affect you as well because you will overconsume calories and macronutrients that are detrimental or may not help the overall nutrition plan and what you're trying to accomplish. So you definitely want to make sure you're getting plenty of rest, getting the hormones balanced, especially ones like leptin that help with satiety and making sure you're feeling full. So that being said, making sure you guys are getting proper rest, adequate sleep time. I mean, I'm talking a full 8 hours, 9 hours probably would be best, would be optimal. Especially you guys that are active, you're playing sports, you're lifting hard, you're really pushing and pursuing major goals, bodybuilding, or just overall strength gain. If you're currently in a program, 8 to 9 hours, definitely recommended. There are stories where they have individuals who 5, 6 hours and they're good every day, and that's fine. But as far as being active, especially in sports, especially in competition, or just you know, like I said, pretty much bodybuilding or serious weight training program, I definitely recommend 8 hours to 9 hours, give or take a half hour or so. And you know, over the course of the week, you can experiment, you know, and find out what works best for you. And like I said, it could be a 20-minute window, it could be a half-hour window, give or take. But find out what works for you, and what your body needs. So definitely listen to your body, find out what's best, and get there, get it done. And be consistent. It has to be an everyday thing. You don't want 7 hours here and then 10 hours 2 days later. You know, make sure you're very consistent. Make sure you lay out a good plan, a good schedule, where you're getting adequate rest, getting rejuvenated, and getting back and ready for your next workout. All right, questions or comments, of course, leave them below. Let me know how you guys feel, or opinions that you have about any of the topics or contributions. Of course, like the video, and if you haven't joined the movement, yes, go ahead, subscribe, and check out further videos. All right, That's it for me today. And of course, push, persistence, make that progress. I'll see you soon.